Relax. It's ASMR. Hello everyone. For today's video, I thought that I would do a variety of ASMR sounds. I have been rearranging things in my office, as you can probably tell with the new setup. And I came across kind of like a junk drawer division in one of my bigger drawers. And so I thought I'd just go through it and show you guys things that have collected in there over the years. So I have it right down here. So here it is. And we're just going to go through this bit by bit and kind of talk about what's in here. It's pretty heavy. This is a ceramic bowl that my wife gave me a while back to keep things in. And as you can tell, I've done a pretty good job of that. So let's see. Well, the first thing here on top is some glasses. So put that right down there so I'm not holding it all the time. So these are a pair of glasses that I used to wear all the time before I got contacts, and then I got these. So I probably haven't worn these in 7 years, 5 or 7 years. But yeah, and I can definitely tell the prescription is not good enough for me to see. And you can tell they're probably all slanted on my head and everything. But yeah, this used to be the old me when I was probably about 40 pounds heavier too. So yeah, quite a sight. But I keep them for emergencies. If something happened to these, I can at least see a little bit to function. Because when I don't have anything on, it gets pretty blurry pretty quickly. So let's go back to these so I can see. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we've got. This is a little aromatherapy thing that I got at a hotel one time. And there's not much left in it because I really like the smell of it. Let's see if it has anything left. A little bit. Now it smells really good in here. So let's see if it says, it's called Quietude Calming Mist. And you're supposed to gently spritz it on your wrist as a light body spray. I've been using it as just a room deodorizer. Grapefruit, patchouli, thyme, lavender. So it's supposed to calm you down, which I think is appropriate for an ASMR video. So I probably need to find some more of this because I really like it. The next thing is a thing that looks like a pen, but it is actually a brush to clean camera lenses. And it comes in a nice compact form like that. So this end is the brush, and this end has a little felt pad on it. And I think it's used for a little bit harder scrubbing on a lens if you've got something stuck on it. So then it just retracts here, just like that. So literally a brush made for lenses. So You should be very clean right now. Let's see what else we got. I got this toy. It's kind of a ball, and it changes into some sort of animal, I believe. It's been a while since I've worked with it. I think there's a magnet or something. Let me see. There we go. So it has like a little spring-loaded thing here at the bottom that releases it. I am not exactly sure exactly what it's supposed to be. There's some little claws in here. But this was something that my father-in-law bought for the boys. There we go. It's got a little face there. He was always getting them like little knick-knack McDonald's, Burger King toys like this for them to play with. So, and then it all folds back down. And then locks in place, and you can play with it as a ball. And then you just get something metal. And it supposedly pops open. So, yeah. I don't know why I have it, but I do. It kind of, at some point in time, got stuck in a little trunk drawer. And there it's lived. And I also have this very large safety pin. So the next thing we have is this fire starting kit. And you have this piece of metal here. It has a serrated edge on one side and a flat edge on the other. And if you want to start a fire, you use the serrated edge and you flake off just a little bit of this material here. I can't remember what that's called. And then this side is a flint. And you take the flat side and you strike it. You have to strike it a lot harder than that. And you get sparks. And the sparks fall on this and catch fire. And you also have some tinder and some grass and stuff like that. And that's how you start your fire. So, very handy. I have a random cork from a bottle of wine. I can't remember if this was particularly delicious wine and that's why I kept it, or it's just hung around. I assume it's something that I really liked, and so I kept the cork. That was a long time ago, so I don't remember. We have a set of keys. They don't go to anything anymore. These were the keys to my father-in-law's house and barn, but those locks have long since been changed. But that's kind of probably why I have them, just to, when I traveled up there a lot, when I was taking care of the house, these are the set of keys I took with me. We have a simple little pocket knife. So, pretty basic. So as you would expect, it's pretty sharp. It's just a buck knife. And I also have the first Swiss Army knife that I ever owned. I bought this back when I was in college. And I have never been without one ever since. It is always useful to have in very handy circumstances. And unbeknownst to me when I bought this, that having a pocket knife around with you all the time was kind of one of those things my wife had on her checklist of, if I marry a guy, he's going to have a pocket knife. So, very glad I got that. Not that that was a deal breaker, but it certainly helped. Now we have just a random piece of electronic equipment and a little plastic bag. So, the bag makes a nice little sound, but I'm not exactly sure. I think it has something to do with camera equipment, because this looks like a camera shoe that would go on like a flash on the top, but then this is just threaded, so I think it's just like an adapter if you needed to, I don't know, hang your camera from the flash foot, that this would screw into like a tripod, so you could, I guess, mount your camera upside down. So I've never used it, that's why it's still in the bag. It's one of those things you never know if it'll quite come in handy, so it sticks around probably longer than it should. And these two things go to my favorite mechanical pencil. If you've seen any of my recent drawing videos, you have seen me use that pencil. These are the lead, and these are the erasers that go into it. But I've not yet had to open either one of these because the lead lasts pretty long, and it had a nice stack with it when I got it. And speaking of little tiny knives, I picked this up somewhere. I thought it was hilarious. It's a very small baby version of a Swiss Army knife. So, kind of looks like some sort of winged bug or something, but it doesn't have any logo on it or anything. So, it's more for fun than anything else. Here's some random buttons. Again, a nice little plastic bag. I think these go to a suit coat that I own. So, keep those in there just in case something goes wrong. Here's another filing cabinet key. I think that one goes to my filing cabinet at work. Some more safety pins. Can never have too many of those. And of course, I'm still going here, 1 second. No junk drawer would be complete without a set of random keys that you really have no idea why you have them. So, I'm not sure exactly what all those go to. Most of them are probably no longer functional. But keep them around just in case. Some more buttons, this time in a long, skinny plastic bag. Makes a nice sound. So, I'm anxious to see how a plastic bag sounds come off in this new setup. So the next thing is a stylus. I used this with my iPad, or tried to. It was okay. You load the batteries in here, and it has a little button here, you turn it on. Turn it on and off with that. And it worked okay, but the iPad I have really wasn't set up for handwriting or drawing like the iPad Pros are. So it worked pretty well for the technology that they had to work with, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. And I think also because I'm left-handed, it also had some problems with my hand touching the screen. I have a bent paperclip that can be used to reset things, specifically to eject CDs or DVDs. That used to be a very useful tool to have when things got stuck. So I still have a DVD player. It's an external one, so I still keep it around just in case. 2 random clips. Exciting stuff, right? I have an American flag pin. It came with a suit coat that I bought, and so I keep that around in case I want to wear an American flag. I also have a little keychain, and it has like a theater symbol for the happy and the sad. I do not know where I got this, but I nevertheless have it. I have a flattened out nail. I believe I got this at a church service that we went to remind us of Christ being nailed to the cross. So it's kind of a neat reminder. Then I have these 2 random pieces of, I don't know what they are. I think they may go to some sort of sound equipment. They kind of have that look to them. They unscrew. Maybe they're for screwing down wires or something, making contact. But whatever they are, I have 2 of them. So if you need some of these, let me know. Then the rest of what's in this container is money. Just coins. Got some $50 here. Some quarters, some nickels. It's kind of just a random change drawer. I need to put this in my car so when I go downtown and have to feed the meter, I can do that. So, but I don't think you can use these in a meter. But it's probably about $3 worth of change in there. I don't want to rattle it around too much because that's going to be really loud. But there's also some random safety pins in the bottom there. So, well, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this new setup. I know that I have some improvements to make to the background so that it doesn't look like I'm in a mugshot, but we'll get there. I want to thank my patrons that have been supporting me since January. Because of their support, I'm able to do some different things with my channel. And I want to specifically thank Bill Lewis, who has supported me at the $40 level for several months. And that support has really helped me to be able to do what I want to do and to start some of the projects that I want to start for not only you guys, but also for my patrons. So go over to that channel if you want to kind of see my setup, kind of follow along as I do some different experiments with sound and some sound panels that I've created and stuff like that. But again, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please give me feedback on what you think, and please subscribe to my channel. There's a lot more changes to come. Thanks, guys. Bye.